So here we go, guys. They finally fixed the missile bug. Well, we're gonna test it out right now, and we have multiple other bug fixes that I think were desperately needed. Okay, so we're gonna talk about all of them, or most of them, the most important ones, right? And later we can even talk about a bug that hasn't been fixed. But yeah, let's see. So first of all, we're gonna try to use the missiles here. Apparently, not only the aircraft-to-aircraft, the air-to-air missiles were fixed, but also the anti-air missiles as well, right? The AA missiles also apparently got fixed. Now, they should be doing damage every single match, okay? Like every single time they hit. The problem was that basically the missiles were passing through even the actual aircraft, and they were not destroying the actual target, right? They were not making the proxy fuse explode, or even when they did, it wasn't causing any damage, right? So it's a very annoying bug that took way too much time to actually get fixed, and now it is. So finally we can play aircraft again, apparently. So this is what I'm testing it here right now. 2 Su-27s there, or a version of that. We're gonna try to crank a little bit to the right over here, and we're gonna see if I can get 2 kills over here. Maybe a little bit hard, but you never know, right? Let's see. I lost one of the detections. There you go. One of them went active. 2 of them went active. I'm gonna maintain it here just to see. Hopefully the missile hits, so that we can actually properly see. I don't think it will hit. Oh my god, there's a missile coming. I mean, if the missile hits me, yeah. See? I mean, the missile hit me. And I'm killing targets. Yeah, there we go, boys. I think it is working. Let's see if I can kill that one. Oh, come on. Come on, baby. No, it's not able to, to do that type of turn. But yeah, I got hit. I'm hitting targets. I think it's fixed. It wasn't working before, and now it is. And as you see, a lot of people are killing each other with BVR missiles. So I think it's working. You guys test it out more. You know, I need to do more tests than that. But this was a very clear test that it is at least initially working. So you can see that a lot of these damage bugs got fixed, right? So a bug where air targets could do no, like the missiles would do no damage to air targets. The HE shells would do no damage to aircraft. That got fixed as well, apparently. And the SAM missiles as well. Or, you know, in a general sense, fly through the target without causing damage as well. And also, there was a bug where these missiles would just lose targets, you know, in the SAMs. So that also got fixed. So I might like redo some videos about the new AAs just because of that. And I was waiting for actually some of these fixes to be able to show, for example, properly the F-18 shooting the M120C5, the F-15E, right? But now we can actually do that. Apparently, it got fixed, right? So that's very, very good. There was a bug that caused some aircraft to not be able to move in some airfields as well, which is pretty good. The sniper pod, I really want to show this in the game, together with the F2 ADTW. So we're gonna, you know, do that. Hold up. So first of all, not only the Mitsubishi F2 over here, the normal one, got the new ER versions of the JDAMs, right? But also the ADTW as well. So if we can see here, the ADTW is where is it? Maybe it's not the automatic thing. Let's see. That is weird. It is not here, and I just updated the game. So they are lying to us. Maybe it's not here. I don't know. That's weird because it just updated the game, and it's in the 40 version, as you see. So very weird that missile there, the DR versions of the JDAM they're not here. But it's saying that it's supposed to be here. But one thing at least is that the sniper pod now has the proper zone that it should have. So has twice as much as it was before, right? So it's around 140 times. Now, before it was 70, so pretty good. Of course, other bugs or fixes that we can include here is that the Eurofighter now has a slightly backwards like camera now that it's a little bit further away. The NCTR of all these vehicles got fixed basically before they were not really, identified by an NCTR, the new vehicles basically of the game. So that's pretty cool. I don't know if you noticed before, but now the camera of the Eurofighters is a little bit moved backwards, which is pretty good. And they actually fixed a lot of the NCTR, which is basically the identification of the type of target when you are trying to identify with the radar here, like MiG-15 and stuff. For the new vehicles, it was not really working before, so that's now working, which is pretty good. There were some fixes to the Mirage 3 on the terms of the booster, but as you see, it's not really properly implemented yet, right? Some things are still work in progress, apparently, with this aircraft. There was even a bug that got fixed for the Tamsun Kai over here that I talked about today, actually, when I was talking about this vehicle. It was severely bugged. I think now it is working a little bit better, as you see, because now the target will be, the missile launcher actually will be pointed a little bit upwards to not basically hit the ground. If you saw that video, you would see me just having a lot of troubles dealing with these launches because the target, like the EA system there, especially when you were controlling the radar over here and firing by here, would mean that the missiles would be basically all the time, pointed downwards, hitting the ground, right? So apparently they fixed that, which is a major thing for this Tamsun Kai, right? It was almost unusable. You had to basically change it up to here and really point to where you had a target to be able to do something about it. So it was pretty annoying, and now it is fixed, I think, right? And the last bug that I'm gonna talk about, I just tested this, and they fixed it, indeed, was basically the HE shell doing, different types of damage when the target was moving towards the shell. So basically what it was happening yesterday was that, especially HE rounds, some others as well, but especially HE was really, really something that was really annoying. Was basically making the blast wave of the ammunition explosion hitting the ground vehicle that was coming towards you ignore the armor of the vehicle. So it was a major bug a lot of people were complaining about. So you basically had the ability to get a 20mm firing HE and penetrate from the front any tank, like a T90M if you wanted to, or like an Abrams or something, right? So it was a pretty absurd bug that got actually fixed. So now, guys, the game is actually playable. Yes, there are other bugs out there, and I'm gonna probably do some videos just talking about them, but to try to bring some light to them, because sometimes these bugs are very small and stuff. But in a general sense, guys, this update was one of the worst introduction of an update that I saw, right? I don't know what happened, but yeah, it was really bugged, right? I must say, if Gaijin is listening to me here, that maybe consider next time, I don't know, I'm nobody here, but maybe consider next time having a longer dev server. I know it was already very long, like 2 weeks of a dev server, or even more, I think. But to be honest, guys, it's better to have a whole month of a dev server and having everything fixed there before a launch like this, than having a launch like this where you sometimes cannot play top tier jets, sometimes you cannot play with a certain tank, sometimes you cannot play with certain things, right? So it's problematic, I think, right? And it really hurts the image of the game even more, right? So honestly, just bring us a month of a dev server if means that everything will be fixed when the patch is actually being dropped. Maybe the bug just appeared when it went to a live server, but to be honest, especially the missile bug, it is such a big bug that I think maybe take it down the patch and fix it and then back on again or something. I don't know. It's just me throwing ideas here, but it's just crazy how bugged some of these things were, okay? So at least now most of them are properly fixed. We still have a lot of bugs. The radar bug that is detecting ghost targets and missiles flying around and stuff. Sometimes it is annoying. Maybe sometimes there isn't a missile there, but you know, it's flying around. There's the tree bug that I think is happening still. So they probably will fix these. I think they were focusing on the more damaging ones to their image, which is the missile bug, for example, and the HE bug and everything. But yeah, so at least they are fixing that, right? So now you can actually play the game properly, I think. And it is back on, basically, to play, which is good, okay? So get out there, test it out. And if it's still not fixed, go on the forum, go on the bug report fixing, you know, mechanic there, the little tool there that they have, and report these because, yeah, they are very annoying, okay? So I see you guys on the next one. Make sure to subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment, and bye, guys. See you.